Why did God create a world that is full of misery, injustice, pain, and humanity? If He is a good God, why does He let women or even men be raped? If there is God, why would He let peoples and nations wage war against one another, leaving many innocent people dead? Well, I'm sure that is the most common question asked to me when I was a campus minister. I was also a campus minister for colleges, and even in prison too. The question of evil. Why does God allow evil? Well, it's very easy. Think about this. God allows evil because He allows freedom. You can't have freedom without the possibility of evil. Right? God could have made robots. He could have made a Father Regis robot, and I would never do a thing wrong. Nobody in the world would ever do a thing wrong. We wouldn't give Him much glory. But when I freely choose to do good, even though I'm being attacked by evil, and I become a saint, that gives honor and glory to God. And that saint, the sanctity that a person produces by responding to God's call through His mercy, that act, that production, if you want to call it, that work of beautiful charity is so great, it outshines all the evil there is. One of those acts of charity is magnificent. It gives so much glory to God. So, the answer? Freedom. You can't have people doing good, giving money to the poor when they don't have any choice. There's not much merit if you have to give money to the poor. But if you give money to the poor, you could easily just take it, spend it, no one would know about it. Then you freely decide to do what's right. That gives honor and glory to God. That's why you have to have freedom. You don't have to have evil. You have to allow for the possibility of evil. And it was man's choice. God did not put evil in the world. That's man's doing. Everything good came from God. Everything evil came from man. As a Jesuit-educated Catholic, how does evil play in our day-to-day lives? Meaning, does evil have a divine purpose? We can speak of God has only one will. But we can speak about it in two senses. We can speak about it as an active and passive. Here's a good example. A mother as a child. And the mother is in the kitchen, and every time she turns around, the child wants to go and put his finger on a hot stove. But she says, "Don't you do that. It's going to burn his finger." And he says, "Oh, okay, Mom." So she goes back to doing what she's doing. There he goes again, reaching out. "Don't you do that." So this is her active will. Do not do that. Okay? But she says, sometimes he's going to do this. When I'm not around, he's going to really burn himself. So I'm going to let him do this just for a second or two. He understands what this is. So she watches him, and she sees him doing it. She lets it go. "Oh, Mommy. So then she comes running over. She says, "Okay, do you understand what's going on?" See, that's God's permissive will. But that's different than if the mother went over and said, "You know what this is? It's a hot stove." Grabs the boy's finger and goes, now that would be evil. And that would be God's active will doing evil, which you'll never see. God does not actively do evil. He passively does evil. Today we live in a world where the world is just filled with all kind of filth, pornography, trafficking, drugs. Even the clergy are getting involved in sexual stuff. And we know this in the news. It's hard to believe that God's going to let this go on very far. But if the punishment comes, whether it's some degree of disease or a meteor coming from some place that causes tsunami to wipe out 300 miles of land throughout the world, or something like this, whatever form, He's not going to do that to us. He's just going to walk away. Let it happen. Satan will do it. See, meteors and things are coming at us all the time. He's batting them away like tennis balls. But sooner or later, he says, if I continue to let this go on, I'm going to be helping these people do evil. I'm not going to bat them away anymore. Here comes one. See? The thing is this, God never does evil. He does only good. But he permits evil. It's permissible. And he permits it for our good. So we'll straighten up. I use the example. The world is so rotten and bad that if the church and the political people, the governors and presidents don't straighten things up, then God will straighten it up. He'll just allow, that's the key, he'll allow certain things to happen. Disease to spread. He'll allow hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, meteors coming down. He'll allow it because he's been preventing it all along. He'll allow it for our sake. So we'll straighten up, we'll realize we did wrong, we'll ask for forgiveness. Very much like, 9/11. Did God do that? The Muslims think so, probably. So at least certain ones, not all of them. Certain ones think that was God's action. It wasn't God's action. It was Satan's action. But God allowed it. He allowed it. You know what happened after that? You couldn't get into a church. They were packed. People turned back to God. And after a while, no more planes. Because okay, we don't have to go to church anymore. That's the way we are. It's the kind of people we are. Anyhow, I don't want to paint too bad a picture of ourselves. At least that's the way I am. And his weaknesses.